Hello, this is James from Men's Voices Ireland, and this is just a quick update for our members, or rather our fans and followers on social media, because we are kind of moving in a lot of new directions with the group at the moment. A lot of new developments in the works involving media, involving in particular the kind of media that we're going to put out on YouTube and elsewhere for you to enjoy. And in particular, what you're looking at right now is a kind of basic streaming format that could be used in future to do live stream content. For example, we could be responding to articles in the Irish media in particular. There's a lot of people writing at the moment what I would consider to be very anti-men or anti-male content, which really hasn't been tapped all that much by Irish. What's the word I'm looking for? You can tell that I'm not really prepared for this right now. I'm just streaming this in the evening after work and I'm really tired at the end of the week. What I'm trying to say is that there's not much in the way of response to this. It seems like there's a lot of a kind of a chorus in the media regarding men's issues from a very particular kind of feminist viewpoint without a lot of controversy being brought up by content creators in Ireland, even though it's kind of a culture war going on the internet in particular these days. So yeah, this is the format you're looking at right now, where you can see that I'm browsing our website, Men's Voices Ireland, at the moment, and there's also some information on how to contact us and so on the screen at all times. This would be the kind of format we would use if we were going to do, I guess, live streams where rather than just doing a podcast where we're talking about an issue, we could actually be reacting to a particular piece of media. So yeah, this long-winded thing is, what kind of content would you like to see? Or would this type of content actually interest you if you're following what we do? So let me know in the comments, let me know on social media, and we can see what we can do about it. In particular, if you have anything that you think we should really be tackling or responding to, feel free to message us about it. Some people have already done that, but it's not very many people, and I think a lot of people responded positively to the podcast because we were covering some important issues, but maybe they didn't quite stand in to suggest other topics. On the subject of the podcast, the next podcast is going to be not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after, because we're trying to do it on a bi-weekly basis, just for time, in terms of, actually getting together to do the podcast and then editing it and so on. Can be very time consuming and I don't have a lot of time. So that's going to be not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, and the topic will be gender studies. So we're going to have a nice little chat about the sort of corrosive effect of gender studies on the discussion around gender issues and how sort of unchecked and unquestioned a lot of perspectives within gender studies have become in the media and beyond. Now, with regards to our website, me showing you this may be a tad redundant because at the moment it's undergoing a little bit of a redesign. Well, I say a little bit, but actually it's being heavily redesigned to be a lot more user friendly and a little bit less kind of chaotic. At the moment, the website actually, you can see, it's a bit messy as you scroll. The logo there that I whipped up a few months back or weeks back, it's just staying still, and the website kind of gets messed up. And we still have references to 2014 and back when we did a campaign to sort of ask all of the candidates in the general election in 2016 to asking TDs or prospective TDs, many of which didn't even get elected, by the way, but this was very much old hat at this point. So the key information about our group in terms of what we've been up to is actually located in the top of the website rather than on the homepage. So we really should have the most recent news first rather than stuff from over a year ago. But you can see here we have some of our issues: Istanbul Convention and domestic violence, family law, education, male suicide, false allegations of abuse, homelessness. All these things here, our podcast, and the classic appeal for donations PayPal page, so that you can give us some money if you want. Not that we deserve your money or anything like that, we're not demanding it, but if you wanted to say thank you for some of the stuff we do, or you wanted to support what we're trying to do with the group, feel free, although there's no obligation to. Everyone and their dog is looking for money on the internet these days, so I understand if you're not that motivated. But yeah, this website will be redesigned. The plan is to have basically a nice streamlined website with the most recent news first, and not just kind of static information about the group, but actually content in addition to the podcast, which is already one step in that direction. Some like articles or things like that, perhaps blog posts, more in-depth discussions of specific instances of the issues we're talking about, interviews, rebuttals to other articles, all sorts of stuff. That's all coming as well in the future. And if you would like to get involved, because of course the group is looking to expand, looking to get more people actually communicating with us on a daily basis, organizing things, whether it's something as simple as coming to meetings and getting to know a few faces. We usually meet in Dublin city centre, and the meetings in person maybe every 4 weeks to 6 weeks or so, to discuss things like meetings with media figures, meetings with politicians, submissions to committees, Oireachtas committees, that kind of thing. So if you want to get involved in the actual activist side of the group, then feel free to contact us. You can contact us on, all the websites you can see here, or else on Facebook, on Men's Voices Ireland at gmail.com, which is our current email address that we respond to queries on. So if you want to get involved, we'd love to hear from you. In particular, if you have any sort of feelings that you could contribute things, whether it's publicity, graphic design, web design, editing of media, anything like that is especially welcome, because at the moment we have a small number of people, 2 or 3, who actually do the majority of the media work. And I forgot a little list of bullet points here, and I forgot another important one. Very soon we should have the actual, for if you don't know, we had a conference back in November, and at that conference we had a lot of great speakers around these issues. Some really, really good people gave some great talks, and we have video and audio of the talks that we're looking to actually finally edit together into lectures that can be placed onto our YouTube channel. And you'll also be able to find some choice clips on just showed you my desktop there, I don't know why I did that. Some choice clips from these talks on social media. So if you want to see some snippets of what we had at the conference and how successful it was, look out for that as well. Okay, so I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. This is just a quick and dirty update, not going to be edited or anything, as you can tell, and I'm not prepared for it, but it's just to let you guys know where we're going with this group and the content we're going to produce. And plea for questions and suggestions from you guys for anything you might like to see from us. So until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon.